Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company. Today I've got another short for you. I'm going to teach you how to put together a quick and delicious macaroni and cheese for a side, for a main dish, or for whatever. So let's get started. We're going to get started on this macaroni and cheese by making our sauce. And I've got a chef's pan here that I'm warming up over medium heat, maybe medium high. And I'm going to melt 4 tablespoons of butter in this pan to get started. And once I have that butter melted, I've got 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to whisk this flour in a little bit at a time and get this completely mixed in with this butter. And when I have all of that flour in there, I'm just going to keep whisking it. And as this cooks, it's going to change from this yellow color. It's going to start to change to a brown color. And you're going to start to smell it at that point. And that's going to be as far as we want to go with it. And as you continue to whisk this, you'll see it start to change color. You can see that in the pan here. And as that flour starts to get a little brown like that, we're going to start adding our milk. I've got 2 cups of milk that we're going to whisk in here a little bit at a time, and this is going to cause this to tighten up very quickly. So you just keep adding a little bit at a time and whisk it continually until you get all the milk in. And once you have all the milk in, you just keep whisking that until it's smooth over medium-high heat. And it's going to take it several minutes, but it's going to start to thicken up, and you'll see that when that happens. But after we get that smoothed out and get all the lumps out, I'm going to add some seasoning. I've got about 1/4 teaspoon each here of dry mustard and black pepper that I'm going to add. And we're just going to whisk that in. And I'm going to also add just a couple of dashes of Tabasco Chipotle to bring kind of a little wake-up call here to this macaroni and cheese. So I'm just going to whisk this constantly. And I've got this time, and I've got my pasta cooking at the same time. The pasta takes about 10 minutes to cook. And this sauce, this bechamel that we'll call this, takes about 6 to 7 minutes. So after you put your pasta on, start this. And we'll just keep whisking that until it starts to thicken up, and then we'll take it off the heat. And that consistency is about perfect there. So I'm going to turn that off, take it off the heat, and wait for my pasta to finish. It's got about 2 minutes. Okay, I've got my pasta drained. I made 8 ounces of large elbow macaroni. And I'm going to dump the bechamel that we made into that. And I'm going to set that pan aside. And then I've got 8 ounces of grated sharp cheddar cheese that we're going to mix into this and get that stirred in completely. After you get that stirred in and get all that cheese melted, you've got 2 options. You can stop right here and you've got a beautifully creamy stovetop macaroni and cheese that's perfect. You can serve this just like this, but we're going to take this to the next level. I've got my 8x8 dish here. I've greased that up, so I'm going to put that in here. You can also work from a 8-inch cast iron pan on this if you want to, but I'm going to get all of that macaroni and cheese scraped into that pan. And the next thing I'm going to do here is top it with some more shredded sharp cheddar. Now this bad boy is ready to go bathe in the smoke. Okay, I've got the Masterbuilt Gravity 1050 running today. We're running at about 425 degrees with a really nice light hickory smoke. We're going to put that in there for about 30 minutes. Okay, we've been on here right at 30 minutes, and that's browned up pretty nicely on top there. So we're going to take that off and let that rest for about 10 minutes before we dig into that. Okay, and there you have it. A beautiful smoked macaroni and cheese. We got a nice little bit of smoke there. It's going to have a beautiful light smoke flavor to this. And this is a perfect side for any barbecue meal. You can get as crazy as you want with this. You can put whatever you want in there. Sometimes you might want to dice up a jalapeno pepper and put it in there. Dice up some cooked bacon and throw it in there. And make as much of this as you want. This 8x8 pan, if you want to make a 9x13 pan of this or a 12-inch cast iron dish, all you're going to have to do is double the recipe and it'll come out perfect. So guys, give this a try. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.